I understand in one Warden dungeon, family home in Canada, rural Canada, they've had the same wards imprisoned for years. They just can't crack them. These are apparently some high profile accursed. Maybe well over a decade these accursed have been imprisoned there because they cannot get the refinement quite right. They cannot break down the personality just as they would like. They want these subjects emerging as perfect specimens, and anything less would be a failure. That vast farmhouse just outside Alberta is a nightmare. A genuine nightmare. Don't forget that the Wardens are dead. This isn't just some mortal cults addicted to hot housing and indoctrinating subjects. They exist for this purpose, because something in them broke before they died. They can never fill that hole. They need to keep pouring compassion and gratitude into it, but they will never feel sated. They are therefore the closest dead, I would say, to the voids, if you're familiar with that monstrous phenomenon. And as dead, they can haunt their targets forever, or at least until their death. And they won't necessarily stop there, because they will work as hard as they can to ensure that anyone who passes through their hands and for some reason isn't converted will come back as a phantasm, and there the lessons can start again. Remember how I said all dead have a way of making others feel like they are benevolent, functional, and so forth? Well, you can argue that the Wardens are exactly that. They have this altruistic veneer, and sure, they do help others, but think for a moment of a young Warden and all they go through when they die and return as a member of this family, now accursed. Some have already grown acquainted with the family through their mortal years, and so they already know the steps, the lessons, the lyrics. They know the role they have to play. Those are the lucky ones, because they may have built up a shell and a cynicism, a healthy cynicism, through life that they can then carry into undeath and resist some of the more destructive aims of the family. Others find themselves hit with a shock, and just as the down-and-out vagrant is brought to the farmhouse for charity and protection, well, the new son is expected to divest himself of his old life and embrace this new one. And if he's to be a warden, he can't go around acting like anything else. Anything other than a warden would again be a failure, would be, well, a shame. And a shame in a deep and depressing way, and the Wardens have no time for depression.